What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi K20 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest ShapeShiftOS based on Android 11. And as you can see from this post, the ShapeShiftOS version is 2.1. It says Daily Bird, and we have the GApps included build of course, and you can of course see the changelogs and stuff from here if you click. I'll put the Telegram post link in the description box below, so do not worry. And we also have the support group that too will be present in the description. And here this ROM is based on OSS Vendor, not MIUI Vendor. So if you are wondering that this is based on MIUI Vendor or not, well, you don't actually need the latest MIUI Vendor, but yes, you can of course flash the MIUI Vendor. Then if you flash this ROM, it will replace the vendor with OSS Vendor, and later down the line if you are flashing a MIUI vendor based ROM, make sure you flash the MIUI vendor again, then flash all those MIUI vendor ROMs. What I am talking about, if you are wondering, just watch that video from the card right there, like the flashing video and the OSS vendor based ROMs flashing video, these kind of things. If you watch those, you will get the idea what I am talking about. So right now let me go back to the home screen, and this is how it looks like. Well, I'm using a wallpaper from the WX wallpaper app. I'll link that below if you need it. And here the stock launcher, let me show you that first. Let me show you that there is the option to disable the suggestions, so that's what I like here. And by the way, this is the default kind of like pixel launcher which is present over here. So it does not have like double tap to sleep anywhere in the home screen, but definitely the ROM has double tap to sleep on the status bar, as you can see. And the unlocking speed is fine. And by the way, this is Mi9 FOD, I guess over here, not Loss FOD. And to the left of this home screen, we have this Google's Discover page, of course, and we have the widgets working totally fine. Swiping up gets you to the app drawer, as you can see. And then if I pull down the quick settings panel more and expand it just like this, as you can see, this is how it looks like. And you can add multiple toggles over here. And as you can see, these are the toggles which are present that you can edit and add. NFC toggle is of course there, but of course the Indian Redmi K20 Pro does not simply have the NFC hardware. I have added the high brightness mode from this app kind of toggles over here. So let me actually show you. And we have this Android 11 screen recorder with which you can definitely record. As you can see, the device audio and the microphone audio, both you can record at the same time. The simple Android 11 stock screen recorder app is present over here. That is not a problem. And except for that, we have the heads up displaying option, always on display and stuff. No FPS info, I guess. I cannot simply find the FPS info option. And here is the high brightness mode. If you enable it, as you can see, the display just goes insanely bright. So it will be a lot like helpful in outdoor conditions. Right now, let me just show you the about section. This is how it looks like. And we have the ShapeShiftOS logo up top. And if you tap on this ShapeShift icon over here, it shows you are now one step away from meme center. Some kind of meme, I guess. And shows this kind of emoji. It looks cool in my opinion. Pretty cool joke. And we have the Android version as Android 11, as you can see, and the ShapeShiftOS version, it says 2.1. Then we have this ShapeShift codename Daily Bird, and the December security patch we have here, so not a problem with the latest security patch. And we have SLNX status as permissive. The stock kernel here is the fluid extended kernel, not the perf-g kernel, and the build date here it shows 25th December 2020. Right now let me just jump into the normal settings and show you how it looks like. And this is how it looks. It has this bold settings logo on the top left corner, and you get all these settings of course. And the ShapeShifter is the customization section, which I'll show you later on. But here let me actually show you. If I go into system, right now it's not happening, but sometimes I have seen system or the settings is force closing sometimes. So that kind of thing happens, like it shows a dialog box over here which says system settings has been force closed or something. So you just have to close it and you will still be able to like do some tweaks in the settings. But that dialog box only is kind of a little bit annoying, but it does not really force close the settings. It's just a dialog box. Now let me go to the gestures option. Here we have double tap customization. We have the double tap to sleep on the status bar and lock screen both, so that is great. But yes, again, no double tap to sleep in the home screen, anywhere in the home screen I mean. And we have this quickly open camera. Then we have the system navigation gestures, and if you go into the settings over here, you will see there is this dead zone and stuff. That's it. You cannot increase or decrease the size of this bill bar. Now we have 2 button and 3 button navigation both, and we have this prevent ringing, adaptive playback, quick torch is there. So you can hold the power button while the device is locked, it will toggle the torch. But one thing that is missing over here, I would say I could not simply find it, is the 3-finger screenshot gesture. That thing is simply missing. I cannot find it. But yes, definitely on Android 11 screenshot is not a problem anymore, because you can just like do this, go to the recents panel and you can take a screenshot just right from here. And also in this recents panel we have the select option, so you can select any particular text which is being shown in the screen. And we have this front camera kind of customization. Here we get a lot of things like this calibration option is there. If your camera module like the pop-up camera is stuck or something, you can calibrate it just from here. We have this front camera sound effects. Also we have the Star Wars kind of sound, so this is new. And we have this front camera raise dialog, so this is kind of a warning or something. And here we have the camera LED disabling option, and the default keyboard here is Gboard, because like the ROM of course comes with G apps. As you can see, this settings service keeps stopping, it doesn't actually close the settings. As you can see, let me close this app. As you can see, I'm still in the settings. I can go anywhere I want, so that only the dialog box is a little annoying in my opinion. Now let me go into the network settings. From here let me enable Wi-Fi calling, and here is how the stock InCall UI looks like. By the way, pretty much pixel dialer. We do not have any call recording option, but VoLTE and VO Wi-Fi both are working super fine here. Now let me go into the ShapeShifter, which is the customization section, and this is how it looks. We have this power button customization, we have these cards and passes over here, and then we have device controls, enable advanced restart, sensitive content. And by the way, talking about the power menu, this is how it looks like. And we have this like Google Home kind of controls, and if you tap on advanced, you can directly reboot to recovery or fast boot whenever you want. Let me go back. We have this navigation option, and we have this navigation gestures option too again, and we have hide assistant handles on lock screen option. I don't know what it does. Then we have hide assistant on home screen too. Let me go back. We have the gesture section. Again, we find all these gestures, but again the screenshot gesture is not there, the 3-finger screenshot gesture I mean. Then we have this volume rocker, so from here you have some volume key cursor customization. And in the interface we have this quick setting panel customization. We have the column and row number customization over here, vibrate on toggle touch, etc. options. And then we have this themer option. This is pretty cool. It actually shows how it will look, I guess. The UI is pretty much great of this customization panel in my opinion. You can change the accent colors from here, and this is how the accent colors actually look. As you can see, you can put it to red if you want, I guess. As you can see right now, the accent colors are working totally fine. It switched to red. Let me actually keep it on the red. And right now let me show you, there is the adaptive icon shape, so you can change these. And by the way, if you tap here, it does not do anything, it's just a picture, I guess. And we have the system UI icon changing option, up to these many options. And if you scroll down, we have the headline and body fonts changing option. We get only 4, like Google Sans Pro, Source Sans Pro, and Rubik option, and the device default. Right now let me go into the heads up customization, and of course you can customize the heads up if you enable it, I guess. Then you can disable the heads up option too if you don't like it, just like me. And in the status bar we have the battery options, and here we have this battery bar section. Let me go back. We have this clock option too, so you can like set AM PM style to small or normal. Then we have show seconds. Also you can have the date over here on the status bar. We have the status bar items. This is the VoLTE icon over here. You can change it to VoLTE kind of like different kind of icons, OxygenOS kind of icons and stuff. And these look pretty much great, I would say, in the status bar. But no VO Wi-Fi icon, I think, over here. As you can see, let me go into the icons, and from here you can enable the headset, Bluetooth, etc. icons. But again, no VO Wi-Fi icon here. In the lock screen we have the native controls, and from here we have this notification kind of customization. Then we have show lockdown option, always show time and info. This is just the lock screen kind of thing that you get inside display settings. And in the general option we have this media cover art, screen of fingerprint option, and the disable night light when showing the fingerprint on display. I would say yes, the fingerprint scanner speed is great, which I'll show you thoroughly later on, but there is no animation at all, or even there is no option to change the fingerprint icon. That is one bummer if you are coming from ROMs like Evolution X, in my opinion. Now inside system we have this animation section. We have the screen of animation, and from here you can choose it to CRT or scale. You can also disable the animation if you want to, or you have a whole UI animation over here. Then if we scroll down, we have this toast animation, then quick setting tile animation, and quick setting animation duration and stuff you can change. Inside general notification we have this notification sound if active, and horizontal light, etc. Then center notification headers, just like the header kind of thing over here, it will appear, I guess. Then we have this miscellaneous settings. From here you can disable wake up on charge, charging animation, and you have the USB configuration too. So this is great in my opinion. And we have this when headset connected, incoming call plays on headset only, or both the speaker and headset, these kind of options. And let me go back. We have this LED kind of customization. This is just the MIUI kind of thing where if phone call comes, it will blink the flashlight on the back. So yes, that is pretty much it about the customization of this ROM. Right now, okay, so again, this happens. Let me just close it. Now let me jump into the battery settings. Here is how it looks like. We have the screen on time, then the last full charge. The battery percentage you can enable or disable from here. Then we have adaptive battery, battery saver and stuff. And if you tap here, you will see the full battery usage. The battery life is kind of average over here. I would say I did not get a great battery life in my opinion here. I have been getting about 5 to 5.5 hours of screen on time here. So the battery life is not the strongest point of this ROM. And by the way, talking about fast charging, yes, 18-watt fast charging works flawlessly here, no issues. Let me go back in the display settings. We have this custom display settings. From here you can enable DC dimming or that high brightness mode which I showed from the quick settings panel. Let me go back. We have this dark theme, night light, etc. You can schedule that. And inside styles and wallpapers we have like nothing much. This is just a single wallpaper that we have, I would say, and just one option for this live wallpaper. Then inside grid we have up to like 4x4 option, and inside clocks you get these many clock options for the lock screen preset. Even this one looks cute. Let me go back. We have the screen timeout, colors and the font size, etc. Then USB cutout option is there. This will actually add a cutout over here, I guess. I don't know why it's there. Then we have double tap to wake and enable blurs option is there if you want that. Now inside sound settings, this is how it looks again. We have the vibrate for calls option, then the ringtone vibration pattern changing option. Also, if you scroll down, you will get the vibrate on connect. So if you enable that, these are just the in-call vibration option. Also, you can enable it for waiting or disconnect. Then we have dial pad tone, screen locking sound, charging vibration and stuff. Then touch sound, touch vibration, everything else. And inside Mi audio enhancer, we have this youth edition kind of stuff. Or if you enable hi-fi audio direct, you can. Right now I have hi-fi audio option enabled. And then if you scroll down, we have the security option, and here we also get a face unlock. But first, let me actually show you the fingerprint scanner speed. So from the always on display, as you can see, the always on display right now is quite bright. Let me tap on it, and as you can see, it unlocked super fine and super fast. Let me do it from the left hand thumb. It unlocks again pretty fast. Now with night light turned on, I'll try from the always on display. Okay, it takes a little bit more time, but yes, it does unlock. With left hand thumb, again, it unlocks super fast. Now with night light turned on from the lock screen, it says not recognized. Let me try one more time. Now it worked. With night light, that too, in my opinion, that is great. And here again from the lock screen with night light turned on, worked super fine. And again I will try with the lock screen without night light. As you can see, unlocked fairly fast, no issues. And again from the lock screen. So as you can see, the experience with the fingerprint here is very reliable, but yes, you do not get any option to actually customize this fingerprint scanner icon, or there is no animation at all for this fingerprint scanner icon, at least as of this build. And I have just completed the setup for the face unlock, and this is how it looks like in the settings. And there is all three options like swipe to unlock, skip lock screen and the unlocking phone option. Let me just double tap on the status bar and let's try it first. Now let me double tap on the always on display. So if I swipe up, as you can see, the camera pops out and it unlocks the device. So you have two separate options. Like if I disable this swipe to unlock option, and if I try it right now. So if you want to double tap right now, as you can see, it shows a warning. Do you want to raise the front facing camera? If you tap yes, it will, I guess. Let me try one more time. So right now, if I tap yes, as you can see, this is good. This won't actually like accidentally pop out the front camera in your pocket or something, I think. Now let's talk about the normal things like the stock camera. Well, this is the Google Camera Go, so pretty basic camera in my opinion, but it does the job pretty fine. We have this normal video option, then you can switch the front camera and stuff if you want to, just like this, and that works fine. For taking normal photos, this Google Camera Go is perfect. And you can also take selfies and stuff, and beautify mode of course works here, no issues with that. But I have also installed the Google Camera Unix version, and I have installed this because of this like wide angle and telephoto lens feature. So this is why it works super fine with this Unix version and with all these three lenses over here, no issues with that. Talking about the DRM info, well, the DRM info still stays level 1 if you are noticing. So that is great if you are willing to stream Netflix or Amazon Prime videos in 1080p, that will work super fine here. Also, it passes the safety net test, so that means you can use banking apps like Google Pay right out of the box here without any issues. Right now, let me just open a couple of apps here so that I can show you the app open up speeds and the RAM management. Let me open Facebook, Twitter, Play Store, YouTube. Now let's open Instagram. Now Google Home. Now let's open Flipkart. Okay, so it switched. Let me open this DRM info. So right now, what else? Let's open Telegram, and now let's open all these apps from memory. This Files app still in memory, Facebook still in memory, Twitter still in memory, Play Store again in memory, YouTube is in memory, Instagram again in memory. Right now, let me just open Google Home, still in memory, and Play Store again is in memory. The Flipkart app, okay, still in memory. DRM info is too in memory. So the memory management, as you can see, is just amazing here. Maybe that could be the reason why the battery life is not that great, because it keeps all the apps in memory. It doesn't kill anything. And on the home screen, of course, if you swipe up just like this, it will open the recents panel, and this is how it looks like. And you can clear all the apps from here, or you can take a screenshot or select it. And it is very smooth experience here, as you are noticing. Just like this, you can switch between apps pretty easily. And by the way, swiping up from these corners, as you can see, gets you to the Google Assistant, and that is working fine. And both the keywords for Google Assistant are actually working fine here, like OK Google. As you can see, it's working. Hey Google. As you can see, again, it is working fine. And here is the Antutu and Geekbench scores of this ROM. So let me know in the comments what do you guys think about the ShapeShiftOS guys on the Redmi K20 Pro. I think I pretty much like it, except for the battery life. I'm pretty happy with this ROM. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to the channel down there if you have not yet. This is Tito from KDN Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye now.